Okay, ladies. So I posted in the group, just for anybody to write any comments that they wanted about anything that they wanted me to talk about, and nobody had any suggestions. So I just decided that I was going to talk about plateau because I feel like I am at a plateau. I don't know about how you guys feel. Like, I know some of you guys have been struggling like in past weeks, so I don't know if you've gotten past that, but I feel like I've hit a plateau. I feel like my eating has gone to shit. I haven't like totally reverted back to old habits, but I feel like they're slowly creeping back. I'm doing really, really good like in the morning. Um, and then it's like okay in the afternoon, and then it just forget it. Um, like one of the things with me is I don't know if we had ever talked about this before, but I work at a school. I'm a part-time lunch aide, so I'm off in the summertime with my kids. So for me, I think that's one of the biggest things that's been hard because I'm not in a routine. Like me and the kids are waking up like anywhere between 9 and 10 in the morning, which I've already had my breakfast normally. Like I'm almost ready to have my second meal of the day. So that I think has really thrown me off. And just like being home. You know how it is when you're home. What else do? You just want to like munch and stuff like that. So I've really been struggling with that. So I was trying to like look up different things. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to talk about it because if I'm having that problem, one of you girls has to be going through the same thing. And if you're not now, you know that a plateau is always something that occurs when you're doing, a weight loss journey. So what I did was I did a little bit of research on it, and I'm just going to like kind of go over just some of the things. I'm not going to, talk too much into it because it's all kind of like obvious stuff. But sometimes I think we just need to be reminded that it's normal, that this is not something that we're doing wrong. It's just our body is adjusting. Like most of us have been doing this since the end of January. Okay. So, I mean, what are we like 6, 7 months in? So, and Stephanie, I know you started a little bit after us, but not too far after us. And then, Christina's been doing it. So eventually you two are going to hit that plateau if you haven't already. Okay, so the first thing that I read up on is just keeping up the intensity of the workouts. I know that we've all done Sean Week, and what's the matter? Oh, yeah, yeah, nobody will see you. Did you cut yourself? Oh. Um, okay, keeping up the intensity. I know we all did. I think most of us did Sean Week, and that was pretty intense. And although I have to be honest, like I did find that not that the workouts were shorter because I think that they still ranged from like 25, 35 minutes or so, but I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because I modified just some of the workouts. I felt like I maybe didn't give it my all and it wasn't as intense as like Insanity Max 30 or something. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. But just like keeping up the intensity of the workouts, switching it up if you need to. If you feel like the T25, I don't know what it is. Now the T25 3.0 that we were supposed to do yesterday, like that was bullshit. Like it was so many planks and not planks, burpees that I was just like, hell no. Like I just was not in the mind frame for it. But so that one was pretty intense, but most of the T25 ones, I don't know. I just can't get into it, and I love Sean, but so for me, I think I need to stick more with like the Insanity Max 30 to keep up the intensity of the workouts. One of the things that I actually found, which I'm going to try and incorporate, is I'm going to see if I can share my screen. I've never done this before. Ah. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Forget it. I'm not going to mess around with it because I don't want to lose you guys. But one of the things that I found, and really, and I actually found it on Pinterest. And I think what I'm going to do is start adding this into my workout, like after my workouts. But it's this fat burning, or it's Fat Blaster HIIT, and it's like 7 different exercises, and you repeat it for 3 times. And it's like the first one is you do jumping jacks for 20 seconds, then you rest for 10. Then you do 20 seconds of squats, then you rest for 10. Then you do 20-second jump ropes, and then you rest for 10. Mountain climbers for 20 seconds, push-ups for 20 seconds, butt kicks for 20 seconds, and then sit-ups for 20 seconds. And then you repeat it 3 times. So I thought maybe if I just kind of add that, if I can, after, depending on what workout I do, because I feel like I need to do like abs like every day, and not all the workouts. And I know like you're supposed to like keep your core tight and things like that, and that's working it. But I just feel like sometimes I need to like work it, maybe not every day, but like every other. And there's actually, I think like I've been writing on there that like Country Heat, I just could not get into, and I'll have to post which one it was. But one of the days I decided to do an extra workout, and I looked at the Country Heat, and I did one, and it was a really, really good one. It wasn't a lot of like the combinations. It was like you literally did like one move, and then you worked on to another move. And it wasn't like, because I don't know if any of you guys have done it, it's like you build moves and like put them together, and I just felt like so uncoordinated. But then this one, like then you got on the floor and you were doing like abs, and it was a really good one. So I'm gonna I'll have to look on there and see which one it was, so you guys can try that. So I'm definitely going to try and like ramp up the intensity of the workouts, not necessarily doing like 2 full 30-minute workouts, but just like I said, adding those, like sit-ups for 20 seconds, just adding something else to kind of help with that. Keeping track of everything that you put in your mouth. I know that like one of the things that I hated like about Weight Watchers and stuff like that was having to food journal, but you know what? Like sometimes I just think that it does make you more accountable of what's going in your mouth. And like, for instance, when I first started this, I was so like hyper focused on what containers I had, and each meal, like which containers I was doing, so that I had enough reds and I had enough purples. And I know it was the beginning, so of course that's when you're going to lose the most. But it also, I think it was because I was so hyper focused on what I was putting in my mouth, and I was making sure that I was getting all of my containers and not going over. And now it's like, as much as I want to say like, well, I know what I'm supposed to eat, I know I'm supposed to have like this many reds and this many. Am I doing it? Probably not, because it's not written down on my refrigerator for me to reflect on. So just start tracking your food, making a food journal, or just making sure that you're definitely getting all your containers, printing out the little check thing, to make sure that you're getting all your reds, all your purples throughout the day, just another tip. And this kind of goes along with it, but just reassessing your calories, reassessing your food intake and your containers, and just making sure that like you're not saying, oh, well, I know I had my blue container earlier, so if I just do a little bit tonight, it's not going to hurt anything. Like, no, you're only supposed to have one blue container for a reason. And again, I don't know if you guys are doing this. This is stuff that I'm doing, so I'm just assuming that, other girls are kind of, having that issue. Staying hydrated, making sure that you're drinking enough water. And that again is something that I've been struggling with, just being home. Like I would never leave the house to go to work or anything without bringing my water. And now I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just not drinking as much. Kristen, I know you work like 12-hour shifts, so I don't know like how easy or hard it is for you to drink water. Christina, I know at your work, it's not always that easy to just be like chug-a-lugging, because then you got to pee all the time. And so it's not very ideal. But when I was drinking all of my water, like I was flushing the fat, like I was seeing the results. And now I'm like realizing that I really need to increase that, not only for the fact of flushing the fat, but it's keeping you hydrated, and then your body is not craving certain things. Cutting down on salt, that way when you are drinking your water, you're not just keeping it all in, you are actually getting rid of it. Treating yourself, I know that's like one of the big things that Ashley used to talk about, was like, don't deprive yourself and things like that. And that's true, but I think I've taken it a little too far with treating myself. I feel like I'm probably treating myself on a daily instead of like picking and choosing. a couple of days a week. So I really need to reel that back in. You know, it's so easy to say, like, just don't have it in the house. But the fact of the matter is like, I have kids, and, you know, I'm trying to teach my kids to eat better. Like, I'm trying to teach them, like, pick the fruit over the chips and things like that. But they're also kids. So therefore, I do have the snacks in the house. I do have the Cheez-Its. You know, I have the veggie straws, and they're there. So I'm like, all right, I'll help myself. You know, and I really have to get out of that mind frame. I have to just, you know, either not buy it and tell them tough luck, or just kind of get the willpower back that I did have in the beginning. Um, Keeping active during the day. Just because we're working out doesn't mean that we should spend the rest of the day just, you know, lounging around, sitting, you know, on the couch, which some days I do. So just kind of like staying more active throughout the day, getting enough sleep, which I definitely have not been, stressing less, which, I mean, you know, we do it. That's all we do is stress, right? Um, this I think is a big one, and I think that this kind of is going to play into all of us. But changing your routine. Like, I got into the routine of, like, I knew which containers I had. I knew how I spread it out. So this is what I had to eat. And I was eating it every single day. Like, for breakfast, I was having a yogurt, a Nutri-Grain waffle with peanut butter, like, every single day. Your body gets used to that kind of stuff. Okay. That's why I don't know if any of you guys have heard of carb cycling. But that was like a big diet with Chris and Heidi Powell that I followed a lot. And that's what the Shift Shop meal plan is going to be geared towards. It's going to be the carb cycling, where your body is going to be given carbs like the first week or two, and then it's slowly going to be taken out to the point where you go a week or so with no carbs at all. And that's what your body needs. It's almost like you're tricking your body. When I was doing the Chris Powell diet, it was like 2 days on of low carb, and then you hit your body with a high carb day, and then you did like 2 more days of low carb, and then you hit it with the high carb day. So it's tricking your body. So maybe just changing up what you're eating, not getting in the habit of eating the same foods, you know, changing around maybe, you know, when you're eating your fat, or, you know, when you're eating your fruits or things like that, just to kind of like trick your body a little bit. Something that I read, there's only a couple more, don't worry. Something that I read that I thought was really interesting was eating almonds before your workout. Has anybody heard this? Okay. What it said was that almonds are rich in amino acid L-arginine. I don't know. It's A-R-G-I. Is that right? A-R-G-I-N-I-N-E. Okay. All right. So it's very rich in that amino acid, which can actually help you burn more fat and carbs during a workout and accelerates weight loss. So I thought that was interesting. So I guess maybe just like popping a handful of almonds. I'm going to try it. It can't hurt anything, right? So I'm going to say, and then just eating regularly, you know, making sure that you're eating something every 3 to 4 hours, and that you're eating a variety. They say eat the rainbow, you know, make sure that you're eating a carb, a protein, and a fat at every meal. Excuse me. So those are just a few tips. I don't know. I'm going to try them, just see if it helps work. I got like 3 weeks before I go to New Orleans for Summit. I'm like scared shitless about working out with the trainers. Like, I'm afraid that I'm going to be like the only one that's like dead on the floor because I'm like so out of shape. I don't know. So I have like 3 weeks that I want to like try and get myself in gear so that I can, you know, at least get through a 45-minute workout with the trainers. Actually, the one on Saturday is with all of the super trainers, and it's like something ridiculous, like an hour and 45 minutes of working out. So, okay. Has anyone used Recover? Have any of you guys bought the Recover and used it? No. Okay. I was just curious because I have noticed that, and it was more with Sean Week, that I was waking up like sore as hell, like to the point where like I would try and sit down to pee and my inner thighs were like, no, it ain't happening. So I was curious about the Recover. And I got on a conference call with, does anybody follow Jamie Phelps? Do any of you guys follow Jamie Phelps? Okay. Have anybody heard? Yeah, you have, Stephanie. Kristen, I can't tell how you're shaking. No. Okay. Jamie Phelps is a Beachbody coach. Okay. She is in the Shift Shop test group. You have to follow her on social media. She started the weight loss program at over 400 pounds. Okay. She's lost almost 100 pounds so far. She's amazing. Okay. Like, she posts videos and stuff of her like doing the Shift Shop workouts, and and she's very, very heavy, but I'll tell you what, like, she's just killing it, like, big time. But she gives a lot of good ideas for like foods and stuff like that. And she's just like really, really inspirational. She really is. So anyway, so on her thing, they were having a call to talk about Shift Shop, so that anybody could jump on and ask questions about Shift Shop and stuff like that. And oh my God, where the hell was I going? Oh, I know where I was going with this. Okay, so squirrel. So one of the girls was talking about Recover and how she uses it like at night, and she mixes it with either like a little bit of water or a little bit of almond milk, and it almost like makes like a brownie batter, like to eat as a dessert. Like, I thought the Recover that you really just like drink it right after you work out, but apparently not. And I don't know if anybody's tried the Recover. I had a free sample of it, and oh my God, it's delicious. Like, so much better than like chocolate Shakeology. Oh my God, it was delicious. So I can only imagine how good it would be, like, just kind of like making it as a dessert. And then the added bonus is it's supposed to help your muscles and stuff. So I was thinking about, it's kind of pricey, so that's why I would kind of like wanted to see if anybody had good results with it or whatever before I bought it. Okay, just a few more things. So I have been feeling lately like the boot camp is just kind of like blah. Okay. I feel like it's always the same girls that are like commenting or responding or posting and, stuff like that. And like, I've tried a few times to like post different things, like, what's your favorite Shakeology recipe, or like your favorite motivational quote, or like something like that. And not really getting like a lot of feedback. And granted, I know that, a lot of us are busy at times and we don't always check Facebook like constantly. With like me doing the coaching, like, I feel like I live on social media. So I know that that's not the case for a lot of people. But I just feel like there's not a lot of other interaction other than like us posting our sweaty selfies, basically, or somebody just like posting a comment on, something that somebody posts, or, whatever. I noticed that we've really gotten away with like posting our transformation pictures, which is fine. I mean, some people, I know that there's a couple of the girls that, like, I know Connie was one that she was just like, she didn't want to measure. I can't remember if it was Rachel or if it was Brandy. I think they were like just staying away from it because they felt that it was kind of bringing them down, which is fine, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just like, I have gone like the past couple of weeks and like literally I've been like, a quarter of pound loss total, or like a half of, not inches, I'm talking inches, a quarter of an inch here, a quarter of an inch there. And I know that it can be frustrating, but I just think that it's just great for the group because, like, for instance, like Connie, okay? Connie's been having a rough time. And I know that, like, she even made a comment on one of the posts, like, that she wishes that people would notice, on her. And then she went and she posted those pictures today. And it was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, if people can't notice it on you, they're just either jealous and they're not telling you, or they're freaking blind. Okay, because that one picture from her back, it was like you could totally see it. So I feel like if you don't want to post like the measurements and stuff like that, that's fine. But posting the pictures, because if you're not getting it from the outside, like we're going to see it. We don't see you every day. You know what I mean? Like you're talking like your husband, your boyfriend, your whatever, they see you every day. So little changes, they may not be visible, you know? And again, there may be some people that are just jealous and they're not going to tell you that you look good. You know, we're going to tell you, we're going to tell you and we're going to see it. So I just think that like, get out there and start posting the pictures because, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to motivate each other and, we'll be the ones to notice and we'll be the ones to like really pick you up. And I'm sure all those comments on Connie's pictures probably put a huge smile on her face, and she probably felt so much better about herself. So that's why I encourage you guys to just keep doing the pictures. Now, with that being said, what I've decided to do this week is we're going to play a fun game. I think I'm going to do it. I'll post it tonight, but I think I'm going to start it tomorrow, and it'll go from Monday to next Sunday, and then on Sunday night's call to say who the winner is. Okay, so we're going to do like a bingo. Okay, and I came up with all different things. Like could be share a non-scale victory. I think one of them is add 15 burpees to the end of your workout. Writing on our page an I am beautiful post, and just I am beautiful because one of them is sharing a recipe, just all different things like your grocery list, or your grocery haul, or your meal prep. What else? Transformation pictures. So there's all different blocks. I forget how many. I think we did 25 blocks, and then there's like the free space in the middle. Okay. And then what I want you to do throughout the week is, if you could print it out, that way you have it so you know what the different things are. And then when you're posting your thing, like let's say you're going to post a non-scale victory, I want you to do hashtag bingo. That way I can search every day and I can keep track of who's doing what. And then on Sunday, or whoever does bingo first, will obviously win a nice prize that I have. So that you keep track for yourself, and then I can keep track as well in the bingo thing, because I have to keep track for everybody. So I thought that would be fun. So it's something different, just to kind of get morale back up and get more people engaged. And, so if you guys have any other ideas, like moving forward, like I do have another one that I'm going to do, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do it right after this one or not. But just any ideas like that, just to kind of like, just kind of get more engagement and things like that. I'm open to it. Like, you guys know, like I'm new to this, and I'm, trying to figure out like the best way to do it. And I don't really want to do like, obviously exactly what Ashley's doing in that other boot camp. Like I want to do different things, and I want it to be fun. So yeah, so we're going to play bingo, and somebody's going to win a prize. So yeah, so hashtag bingo, and I'll post it in the page in case nobody watches this recording, and that'll just make it easier for me to keep track. And then, so I think most of it are either just like posts or pictures of stuff. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that I came up with. I was trying to be creative. I think like one of them is like a new tip or trick, which that could be like anything. So yeah, so hopefully this will get everybody involved and kind of just like boost everybody back up. And yeah, does anybody have anything else they want to add or talk about? Yes, no, maybe so. No? Okay, well, it was so nice seeing your beautiful faces. And I will post the recording, and I'll post the bingo stuff as soon as we get off of there. That way you guys will get the first peek at the bingo card. And yeah, we'll do this again next Sunday, and hopefully we'll have a winner. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye.